I'm a big believer that you need to keep expanding your value. And the way I think of value, it's like a stock value. Like you started the year at $100 and did you end the year at 110 or 115, whatever. And that valuation of self is really, in my mind, the way I kind of think about it is three factors impact that valuation. And those are knowledge. You learn something new every day, hopefully, and that expands your valuation. Your experiences. So you went and climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. That's an experience. And that, all these experiences, I went to Saudi Arabia in 1976. That was an experience. So these are experiences that add to your valuation. And the third component is networks. You know people that give you access to knowledge or experiences, but it's more, you're expanding your network. And that expands your valuation. So those three things, knowledge, experiences, and network, with an underlying, if you will, base of strong morality. This is how I think about people and the valuation of those people, whether it's for personal or for professional purposes. And I believe that if you're not going to keep expanding your valuation, then what is life all about? It's because if you're not, it's more in that sense, right? If you're not, then there's no purpose to life. And there has to be a purpose. And that purpose, in my mind, is, those three things, which is including, expanding your knowledge base. Actually, it's interesting you asked that because my whole life, as you've seen from my career, has been with major blue chip public companies. And this past year, I've initiated and learned a lot about the private equity world. In fact, my next meeting is with a private equity firm. And I think, there's a whole new world over there, which is actually much better in a lot of ways in creating shareholder value than a public company, because the public company sometimes gets bogged down with bureaucracy. And in the private equity world, there is none of that. Also, I'm learning about highly leveraged businesses. I'm used to having high credit rating businesses and how to operate them and the leverage that's associated with those kind of businesses. And today I'm learning that's not necessarily the best thing. And you can actually be better through a much higher leverage. You need to know how to get that higher leverage and the structure of that higher leverage. But it's a better way to live in some ways. So I'm learning about that, and it's fascinating to me. And people say, "Do you have any regrets in life?" And having spent a year in private equity world, I wish I'd entered it earlier.